Welcome to Believers Talk, this live edition of Believers Talk. First and foremost, of course, happy Labor Day to everyone out there, everyone who is stuck working today, probably watching this not live, watching this after the fact. Sorry that you had to work on this holiday, but we are going to talk some Buffalo Bills football. Welcome, Anthony. Welcome, everyone, to Believers Talk. I'll let everyone get in here. I just posted on Twitter, just posted on Facebook. Let people know that we are live here at noon for Labor Day edition of Believers Talk. Guys, the season's here. Welcome, King Cam. How you doing? Always good to see you in here. Always good to see all you guys in here. So I appreciate, guys. While you're getting in here, hit that like button. Hit that like button and share this video. Let people know that we are live for Labor Day edition of Believers Talk, where we're going to talk about the 2019 NFL season. I want to thank Mario from Hashtag Sports yesterday. For those of you who couldn't watch, Hashtag Sports hosted both myself from Believers Talk and also Greg from over at Cover One. We talked some Buffalo Bills football. We had a great time. So if you haven't already checked out that video, go over to Hashtag Sports, check out that video. It was just really cool to hang out with those guys and chat for a little bit. We were only able to stay on for half an hour, so I know some questions didn't get answered. So if you were there and you did ask a question, let me know in the comment section what that question was, and maybe I can talk about it a little bit as well. But guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk, and I hope you guys are ready for a fun time. That's what it's all about here, right? I mean, the season is here. We are, less than a week away from the Bills opening day, the Bills versus the New York, New Jersey Jets. And I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Remember, if you haven't already gone over to sportscaster.com, the link is in the description below. Go over to sportscaster.com. Between Hashtag Sports and Believers Talk, we're going to be covered for every single Buffalo Bills game, giving you live play-by-play and reaction. So we will be simulcasting that on YouTube. So if you can only get it on YouTube, that's fine. But if you go over to sportscaster.com, you don't have to wonder, hey, is Hashtag Sports doing the game today? Believers Talk, are they doing it today? Just get it all right there, one-stop shop for you guys, the fans. Again, 2019 is going to be a great year, not only for our Buffalo Bills. We look forward to our Buffalo Bills doing well, but also for us from Believers Talk, from Hashtag Sports. Just have a lot of things down the line. Also, Believers Talk is teaming up with BewareTheStampede.com. We already gave away a mini Andre Reed signed mini helmet. We'll be doing more giveaways throughout the season, so make sure you go to BewareTheStampede.com for all your Bills news. Talk about roster news, talk about the schedule, all kinds of things on there. So go over there as well. But yeah, we want to talk about roster cuts, of course. Now the Bills have the 53-man roster. Practice squad, Christian Wade now on the practice squad. Duke Williams now on the practice squad. So a couple big names at the Yarborough on the practice squad. So we can talk about the practice squad, or we can talk about the season ahead. If you watched the video yesterday, or if you watched my prediction video, I did say that the Buffalo Bills are going to finish 11-5. We'll talk about what I think their floor is, right? What I would be okay with. What's the floor that I would still say, okay, well, there was improvement there. We saw some improvement. Let's move forward to next season. Now, what's my ceiling for this team? I did predict that we'd go 11-5, but what's my ceiling? Is that my ceiling? I will admit, as this is a Bills channel, of course, I went ahead and went towards that ceiling, and a lot of those toss-up games I gave to the Buffalo Bills. But we'll see what I think about our ceiling. Angry Buffalo sports fans, how you doing? LaShawn McCoy, yes, he did get signed. King Cam asked, did LaShawn McCoy get signed? He did get signed by the Kansas City Chiefs, and he did put out a nice little blurb for us Buffalo Bills fans and for Buffalo Bills front office and staff and everything, and just really classy what he did. I'm gonna paraphrase it here, of course. I don't have it in front of me, but he basically said, in life, the unexpected happens, and he never expected to get traded to the Buffalo Bills. He never expected to fall in love with the Buffalo Bills and their fans, but that's what happened. And then he goes on to say he thanks everyone at the front office, even our previous front office, even our previous head coach Rex Ryan. He thanks all of them, and then he thanks the Buffalo Bills fans, Bills Mafia, saying that Bills Mafia will always have a special place in his heart, and that he looks forward to those what's the next chapter with the Kansas City Chiefs. He teams up with head coach Reed. Why do I forget his first name for some reason? But teams up with Reed for the second time. Fox A7, how you doing? We are almost there, absolutely. Shamrock Cut McCoy. Well, again, we do save $6 million cap space, and if you watched over hashtag Sports yesterday, we did talk about some of the big names who are coming up needing contracts. They talk about having $93 million towards the cap so far next season. If we can start re-signing some of those players, we're talking about Poyer, we're talking about Milano, we're talking about maybe even Tre'Davious White, we're talking about some of those big name players that we want to see in the future here in Buffalo. Then unfortunately some tough cuts are going to need to be made. Andy Reid, thank you Fox A7, just completely mind blank there. So unfortunately some tough cuts are going to have to be made, and we saved $6 million now, and hopefully that will help us in the future here. Bert, welcome. I'm probably not going to show that though. But thank you for joining us on Believers Talk. So again, let's talk about. Well, first of all, as I look at my news outlets from for the Buffalo Bills, Christian Wade again on the practice squad, so we look forward to seeing more out of him. And we know how the football season works. We might have. Well, actually, with Christian Wade, the way it works now is we can't get him off the practice squad, right? He has the international exemption, so we will not be able to use him this season. Yeah, he got the international allocation, but because he actually showed a lot of skill for never having played football, he confused a lot of fans. Could he make the final roster? Blah blah blah. Yeah, he cannot be brought on the actual roster like other practice squad members can during the season. He's just a practice guy all year. So that is true. Let's go Buffalo. Welcome Timothy. Angry Buffalo. It's a good day to you too, Bert. But yes, so and then the Angry Buffalo Sports. Let's go Buffalo. Absolutely. Let's go Buffalo, guys. And we're gonna have our haters. Of course, we're gonna have our haters. Everyone hates on the Bills. Everyone says that they're not going to do well. And again, if you're a Buffalo sports fan, you know what's happened. Hey, if you're a Sabres fan, we're currently going through the longest sports drought or NHL drought for the playoffs. So hopefully we can end that this year. So Buffalo doesn't always have a great history when it comes to their football teams, but you know what? That's okay. We have a good thing going here. Even if we miss the playoffs this season, we have a good thing going. I do. Bills are going 11-5. Fox 87. I did a prediction show. I have them going 11-5, and then I predicted the playoffs, and I actually have them beating the Baltimore Ravens in the first round of the playoffs. I think I'm losing to the Chiefs in the second round, which would be something now with McCoy going to the Chiefs. Hey Timothy, how you doing? Again, enjoying you guys coming in here on this Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you. Just 6 days away, guys. Just 6 days away. Hell, we have NFL football, regular season football coming up this Thursday. And if you guys are interested, I do want to give you guys my schedule for the season. Hi, Julia. I do want to give you guys my schedule for the season, so that way you guys can always come in for these live streams. Maybe YouTube's notifications don't always work. Maybe you don't know when Believers Talk is going live or posting videos. I want to keep you guys up to date. So here is my schedule for the regular season come 2019. King Cam 16-0. Hey, I'd be happy with it. Let's do it. So on Mondays during Monday Night Football, halftime of Monday Night Football, I will be going live. That's when I'll be doing post game. Okay, so this obviously today's Monday, so I won't be going live tonight because there's no Monday Night Football. But normally from here till the end of the season, Monday nights during halftime of Monday Night Football, I will be going live to give you guys my post-game analysis of the game. Now, if you want Sunday post-game, hashtag Sports is going to have that for you. So you're talking about Mario and Paul over hashtag Sports. We'll have that for you probably about half an hour after the game ends. If they're live streaming the game right after the live stream, they might just go right into the post-game. So that's where you can catch post-game on Sunday. I will give it a day to rest on what happened, the good and the bad, and then I'll bring you the post game on Monday. So it's not an initial reaction. You go hashtag Sports, get that initial reaction, then I'll come in on Monday, clean everything up, say what's bad, say what was good, and say what we need to improve upon for the next week. And then Wednesday, I will be posting my picks. That's right, I said last year that this season I will be doing a pick-em video where I pick every game of the week. So Wednesday, you can look forward to seeing that. Then on Thursday, I will be going live during halftime of Thursday Night Football to give you my pregame analysis for the game coming up the following week. And then, of course, on Sundays, depending if it's Mario and Paul or myself, we will be live giving you live play-by-play and reaction to every single Buffalo Bills game. When it comes to the Thanksgiving game, obviously the schedule's going to change a little bit, but I'll let you know in advance what's going to happen there. Happy Labor Day, everyone that hates their jobs like me. Any home game in playoff? No, I think we make wild card. I have the Patriots going 12-4. We go 11-5. But it's a huge step up, right? Huge step up. Get Josh Allen that playoff experience. Get a lot of these young guys more playoff experience. And I think it would be a great way to end the 2019 NFL season, playing into 2020. I will have, again, Fox 7. I will do my post game on Monday during Monday Night Football. That's what I did last year. I'm going to stick to my format. I just like that a little bit better. It helps me with the schedule. You know, sometimes Sunday Night Football, I like going out, having a good time, enjoying the game with some buddies. And not only that, you know, with the family and everything, it just makes it a little bit easier to say, hey, I'm dedicating 4 or 5 hours a day on Sunday to football, but then I give them a little time as well. They deserve it. They have to put up with me. So, you know, I'll give that to them. But again, guys, welcome to Believers Talk. If you are new, again, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share this video, let people know we are live on this. Hashtag Sports is in the house. Awesome. Glad to see you guys. Great job on the show last night. Hey, that was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that we got to do that and that Greg was able to join us too. I thought that was awesome. And again, guys, if you're not going over to Hashtag Sports, go over there, hit that subscribe button, go to sportscaster.com, link in the description below where you'll catch either one of us doing your play-by-play reaction every single Sunday from here on, because every Sunday from here on, we got some football, some live football here in 2019. So I'm really looking forward to that. Bert comes in. I picked Jackson all the way. Too fast. We lost him. I don't know what he's saying there. Try to clear that up for me. Bills fan 7883. You know you have a moderator that likes to I do not know that, Bills fans 7883. If you want to just send me a personal message or send me something on Twitter, let me know who that is, and we'll take care of that. Tanisha, welcome to Believers Talk. Glad you're here. What happened to my sidekick? Oh, I haven't had my sidekick for a long time. Yeah. So it used to be Believers Talk with Joe and Steve. Unfortunately, Steve had some issues, and he was unable to continue to join me for this. But we kept moving forward. I do always want to thank Steve for all the work he put into this channel. This channel wouldn't exist without him. So I hope nothing but the best for him. And you know, and we might have him on in the future. We might have him on in the future again. But unfortunately, at the time, he just was too bogged down with other things, and hey, that's completely understandable, right? Life happens. So I do wish him the best in everything that he does, but unfortunately, that means you guys are stuck with me, so I apologize. But Tanisha, happy that you guys join me. Like to 100% so Joe can get on people's recommendations. Also, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Absolutely, King Cam, thanks a lot. Who cares about Josh Allen? Hey, I think Josh Allen's going to have a great year this year. You figure Josh Allen can work on his accuracy a little bit. We saw it in the preseason. We saw a lot in the preseason. You know, again, you're playing vanilla defenses. You're playing vanilla defensive schemes. But he seemed to be reading his wide receivers more. He seemed to be going to his second, third, fourth option. You know, we saw a game, I think it was the second preseason game, where it almost looked like Dable was solely working on him and Beasley up the middle, right? Because we said, like, a lot of Josh Allen's problems is in that medium range you know, throws. Those medium range throws sometimes are off target. That second game, he went 5 for 5 with Cole Beasley, all in medium-sized throws. So, you know, that's very good to see. Constant improvement from Josh Allen. Again, reading his progressions is good to see as well. Maybe not running so much. All good things from the preseason from Josh Allen. So we were happy to see that. Just want to make sure he's okay. Been watching a while. Hey, again, we appreciate that. Yeah, he's doing all right. And we just appreciate the comments, and we appreciate the concern. But yeah, he's doing good. With the Bills linebacker situation, who is the one of the 3 linebackers that can't go down, and do we have the depth to deal with it? I think That comes in from hashtag sports, by the way. I think Tremaine Edmonds is the one we can't lose. I mean, you watched how fast he is, and he proved it again this preseason, just how fast he is. However, I think we have more depth at middle linebacker than we do at outside linebacker. So we saw what happened with Milano when he went out last year. I feel like our run game got a little weaker last year when Milano went out. Just because you'd have, and I know you'll like this. We had Starla Tuile taking up double teams, but you had no one really there to make the tackle, to make the hits on some of those running backs. So we saw them still have a hole in that middle of the field. But Tremaine Edmonds to me is just a monster among himself. Again with that closing speed, and you talk about just the importance of a middle linebacker in a defense. He's like the quarterback of the defense, people say. And I think Tremaine Edmonds is stepping up into that role. Again, you talk about what we saw in Embedded, how he had I want to say Takeo Spikes, but I don't think it was Takeo Spikes, but one of those linebackers come in to talk to him during training camp. We saw Cornelius Bennett come in and talk to him as well. So he's really taking on that leadership role, and we just want that to continue. And with that, that just puts more importance on him to be a leader on this defense. So I just think Tremaine Edmonds is just an animal on his own. And we know what Coach McDermott wants in a middle linebacker. You saw Luke Kuechly and how important he is to the Carolina Panthers. I think he wants the same thing from Tremaine Edmonds, and I think he has that. And Tremaine Edmonds might be our linebacker for years to come. The evil crazy. Well, Bert Jeremy writes, what do they have to do for Buffalo to make the playoffs? Super Bowl, do you think they will make it? I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl this year. I think they're at least a year away. Got to get Josh Allen that experience, right? You got to get Josh Allen that experience. A lot of the younger guys, got to get them some experience in the playoffs. And we've seen it with a lot of quarterbacks. They have their ups and downs throughout a season. That continues in a postseason as well. I do have them making the playoffs this year at 11-5. I have them actually winning in the first round matchup and moving on to the second round. Don't have them being as fortunate in the second round, but I do have them making the playoffs this season. In order to make the playoffs, it's easy. Just stay healthy. I think this team has the roster to get the job done. I look forward to watching this team continue to grow. And there's going to be growing pains. If you watch hashtag sports, they talk about how this offense might start off slow to begin the season just because they're trying to get this new offensive line to work cohesively. There's a lot of new weapons for Josh Allen. It's not all going to be smooth sailing from the beginning. But the good news is we have one of the best defenses in the league. They're going to keep us in games, maybe even win some games like that Vikings game last year that we have no business winning, but we still can win them. Evil Crazy, I'm sorry. What's up, Bills Mafia? Absolutely, Bills Mafia in the house. Happy Labor Day again to everyone out there. Again, if you're not already subscribed to Billievers Talk, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Happily to answer you guys. Anybody nervous about the Jets? With everything going on in the Jets front office, I just feel like we should beat them week 1. I mean, there's so much turnover going on with the Jets right now. There's obviously some front office issues. I just feel like we should be able to win that game week 1. I'm more nervous about Hurricane Dorian than I am the Jets. Elliot writes, first of all, if anyone's in the path of Hurricane Dorian, obviously stay safe. We wish you the best and everything. Just make sure you stay safe and that your family stays safe. And we hope that maybe it comes off the shore a little bit. But hey, it might just bring some rain, and we can handle that. So we wish you the best. But yeah, the Jets, the Jets always seem to give us a hard time. So I would love to make a statement week 1, beat them like 41-10. I don't think that there is any one player that an injury will make the Bills season a bust. Josh Allen and the season might be a bust. I know a lot of people like our backup there, but I think Josh Allen goes down and then we lose that season to continue to improve upon. I think we will jump all over the Jets. I really hope so, Elliot, as you write. A vertical passing game needs someone that can push the ball. Nearly every deep pass is a contested catch. Foster scared me tracking a ball deep. What I like about Foster is it's not just Foster anymore. I don't know what's going on with my phone right now. Give me a second. It's not just Foster anymore. You got Brown back there now too, right? So either Foster or Brown can go deep at any time. So yeah, they're going to be covering, but they don't know who's going deep. Last year it seemed like Foster was our only deep guy. So I'm really happy about Brown. That's where he helps out. And we got a guy like Josh Allen. What we want to see out of Josh Allen is him not bomb every play. We just want when teams creep up. Remember that Minnesota game last year? And it wasn't even a bomb, but remember that play, I think it was the second or maybe even third touchdown, Jason Kroom, right? Fake the screen pass or the wide receiver screen out, corner bit, safety bit, Kroom was wide open. That's what we want to see out of him this season. Hey, Nomo, how you doing? Always good to see you in here. Always nervous about division games. Yeah, but what a statement it would be, right? To go on the road, week one, division game, get the win. So I think this really opens up an opportunity for the Buffalo Bills. Everyone's saying, this is as close to a must-win game. I don't see it that way. I see it as an opportunity for the Bills to make a statement, right? We lose a close game, right? We lose a 13-10 or a 27-24 slugfest. That's what we're normally in with the Jets. Okay, we have 15 games to rebound. That's all right. We'll be fine. But if we go out there in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and we beat the Jets, and let's say we beat them soundly, that's a statement. Welcome to the NFL, and that would be a huge statement. Hopefully we can do that, get some pressure on Sam Darnold. We saw early Sam Darnold last season did not look great, right? Led the league in interceptions last year. So if we can take advantage of some of those turnovers, I think we'll be all right. Even though I think Sam Darnold's going to have a pretty decent NFL career, I think we're going to be okay. We can't lose Josh again. Yeah, we can't. That's the truth. King Cam. Is Ray Ray done, or is he going to the practice squad? I haven't seen Ray Ray on the practice squad yet. I think Ray Ray is not going to be on the practice squad. Give me a second here, and I will give you guys the latest on the practice squad. Mario, I know you're in here. Maybe it's Paul. But if you guys have any updates on the practice squad, for some reason, my phone, again, seems to be acting up at a perfect time. But yeah, I didn't see him get re-signed to the practice squad. We still have some spots available, but I think we would have already jumped on Ray Ray McCloud if we wanted him on our practice squad. He did clear waivers, so we'll see what happens. But I just don't see him being on the practice squad. Ray Ray signed with Carolina. Thanks, Bills fan. That helps me out. So Ray Ray already signed, so he will not make the practice squad. Did not make it through waivers. Bills South, Bills are Panthers North. That's awesome. Absolutely. Nomo have to put pressure on him. On Sam Darnold, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Get pressure on Sam Darnold. Will be a game changer, right? Again, we'll force turnovers. Hopefully, we can get White to be defensive player this year. Who knows what I'm saying anymore. And again, happy Labor Day, guys. Happy Labor Day, everyone out there. As you know, I'm not at work. Plenty of you will probably not work either. Just talking some Buffalo Bills football. Again, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Lots of fun things in 2019. Lots of links down in the description below. Click on them all because I'm partnering with all of them this season. And hey, guys, did you know that Billievers Talk is on Facebook? I didn't either. I don't have that link in the description below, but I am on Facebook, so go ahead and check me out there and hit the like, follow that page because I will be having some fun things on that page as well, especially when I go to Buffalo for the game against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that's in late October. You want to definitely be on that page for that. We'll give you a rundown of where I'll be. Maybe we'll have some giveaways, things like that, and you'll want to stay in touch with that as well. I hate bye weeks because I don't like watching any other NFL teams unless it's the Browns. I live near Cleveland. Whenever it's our bye week, and we have an early bye week this week, I think it's week 6. Whenever it's our bye week, last year, for example, I streamed a game. I streamed the Jets-Bears game, and the reason why I did that is because they were our next 2 opponents, right? After the bye, we played the Bears and then the Jets. So I streamed that game. Probably will do something like that again this season. Yeah, it stinks when the Bills aren't on TV, but hey, at least it's only 1 week and not this 20, 30-week stretch that we just went through of no Bills football. But yeah, during the bye week, I will still be streaming a game probably. I'm not sure which one yet. We'll see what the schedule looks like. I haven't looked at the schedule for week 6 to see what teams are playing. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter and see what the fans want me to stream as well. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll definitely still be on here. And we'll still be talking about the Bills while we're streaming the game because, again, we're not going to care as much about that game as we do the Buffalo Bills. So we'll see where we're at in our bye week too. I hope that we're 4-1 at 4-1, maybe even 5-0 going into our bye week. That would be awesome. Have a lot of good things to talk about. We need Oliver to bear hug him. Hey Kenneth, how you doing? Summit writes, I expect a lot of big things from Ed Oliver. I think Ed Oliver would be someone, if he got hurt as well, that wouldn't make our season be a bust. I think we have Harrison Phillips in there as well. I think he would do a great job. But that would be a big loss for us. Again, any injury where you lose depth at position is a big loss. And Ed Oliver, we saw him in special teams or in preseason taking on double teams, and he just looked really good. And you talk about him with Star Lotulelei, and I know Mario from Hashtag is a huge Star Lotulelei fan, so you can talk to Mario about Star if you're not a fan of his. But between the two of them on the inside, if whoever's taking the double teams, the other one will have a monster game. If they're both taking on double teams, then obviously either Trent Murphy or Jerry Hughes will have a monster game. So it works out really well there. The Bills signed Davis Webb. Yes, they did do that to the practice squad. Do you think they have a type? I'm not gonna lie. I wish I knew more about Davis Webb. I'm sure Mario, you probably speak into that since you used to play quarterback position. But I don't know as much about Davis Webb as I would like. I will definitely be looking into him a little bit more now that he is on our practice squad. But will he see any playing time in Buffalo unless we see Allen go down, which we obviously don't want to see? Maybe if Barkley goes down in some practice injury or something that might see him. But I'll have to take a look at him further to let you know about that. But I do look forward to that. We should pick up Thomas. Demaryius Thomas is probably going to re-sign with the Patriots, from what I heard. But yeah, I did hear that the Patriots did release him. But I think someone reported that he was going to re-sign with the Patriots, kind of like what we did with one of our players, where I can't remember, not Voshan. Well, Voshan Joseph put on IR. Not Captain Marlin, our other safety, who I can't think of for some reason. I really like the Davis Webb signing, much better than Tyree throwing. Tyree Jackson. Why do I always say David Tyree? Tyree Jackson just was not as impressive as we all hoped, right? We hoped for that underdog story guy from the University of Buffalo, a guy who, if he works with a quarterback coach, might develop into something. We know he has a strong arm. We've seen throws where we're like, wow, that's impressive. He could throw the ball a mile, just like Josh Allen, and he has good athletic ability. But the accuracy on the middle throws, actually on the even on the short throws, can be a problem. Him reading his progressions is an issue, and just some of the throws you just don't know what's happening. You have no idea what he sees when he makes those throws. But you're talking about him working with a quarterback coach. Now, again, he really hadn't worked with a quarterback coach until he started at the University of Buffalo. We'll see how much that helps him. Was working with Ken Dorsey, our quarterback coach. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't hear from Tyree Jackson again in the future. But yeah, he definitely has some improving to do. My personal opinion is that we should kept Tyree Jackson on the practice squad over Webb. From what I'm hearing, King Cam, everyone's liking Webb a little bit more at this point. We need to do what's best for the Bills, at least the front office does. And if Webb is an improvement from Jackson, then Webb's the guy to get on the practice squad. Again, in order to have practice squad eligibility, have to be in your first 4 years in the league. So we know that Webb's also a young guy. So it's not like we signed an aging veteran to the practice squad. Can't do that. So we'll see. I think Joe missed that joke. Probably. I miss a lot of jokes. I love Bills talk on my lunch break. Hey, I love Bills talk every moment of every day. Summit. So happy you're here. Happy that you can join us for your lunch break. Sorry that you have to work on this Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. But yeah, you say, Summit, you and I are at the same point. I have 8-8 as our floor. If we finish 8-8, I'll be disappointed with the playoffs, of course. I'll be disappointed in some of the games we lose because I'm sure there'll be some close ones in there. But as long as we see Allen continue to progress, as long as we see improvement from this team, the offensive line improves throughout the year. We see good things out of Ed Oliver. We see good things out of that defense. 8-8, I wouldn't be miserable about. I wouldn't be calling for Sean McDermott's head. I wouldn't be saying that this season was a bust. Nothing like that. But I do see 8-8 is our floor, and I agree with you. 12-4 is our ceiling. I think that Titans game, we could probably win that Titans game, but I also look at maybe the one New England game I have us winning. Maybe don't see us winning that so much, but we will see what happens. Again, the season's right here, guys. So excited. This is Monday before the first Sunday of football. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. I wish he would have stayed in college for another year. Yeah, I don't know why Tyree Jackson did not stay in college another year. He did have another year of eligibility, and even the pro scouts were talking about that when he came into the combine and announced that he was entering the NFL draft. They wondered why he didn't stay in for another year. And the quarterback class, there's some studs in the quarterback class next year. Maybe that's why he thought maybe this year was his best chance. But again, you get that year of experience. And for a guy who hasn't had much experience in the past, maybe that would have been best for him. The Bills will be 13 and this season with 3 ties. Okay, 13-1 with 3 ties. That will happen. Or 13-0 with 3 ties, maybe. We'll see what happens, Thomas. He's an undercover Pats fan. Hey, I look at Pats YouTube channels. I look at Dolphins YouTube channels. I look at Jets YouTube channels. It's good to know what's going on with the other teams, especially in the AFC East. I watch them all the time. So even if you're a Pats fan, Dolphins fan, Jets fan, welcome to Believers Talk. And just hit that subscribe button because I will continue to give you Buffalo Bills news. You don't have to like it, but we all actually just have the same goal for Jets or Dolphins fans. Just beat the Patriots, right? Just beat the Patriots. Would be good to see another team win that division for once. I got Friday off for Labor Day. I actually had all last week off. I was on vacation last week, so today I have off for Labor Day, so it's an extra day added to my vacation. I'm good with that. I'll do that all day. Thoughts on the look, listen, John, I actually said yesterday, and if Mario's still in the room, he can vouch for this. If not, you go over to hashtag sports, watch the video from yesterday. I am a huge Treadwell fan. I think that's someone we should definitely be taking a look at to pick up because he has that size that we're missing right now at the wide receiver position, and that's what we need to do as far as adding players to this Buffalo Bills team. We need to talk about adding size at the wide receiver position. Might be the one thing that we're missing, but it's good to see him visit today because again, I just called that. I actually did a video not too long ago, if I look back through my videos, about us possibly signing Treadwell. I talked about like the players that I would like to see us sign the most or maybe trade for the most because I think at that point Minnesota had him on the trade block. Former first round pick. Maybe if he doesn't have as high of expectations, maybe he's not behind some of the with Diggs and Thielen there, some of the better wide receivers of the game. Maybe he has room to shine more, and maybe he has a quarterback in Josh Allen that won't overthrow him and just hit him every time. So we'd like to see that. Love Treadwell. Would love to see him on the Buffalo Bills. I'm excited to see Beasley and Josh Allen continue to grow. Yes, as long as Beasley doesn't fumble the ball again, I'm not worried about that. It seemed like a admiration that he fumbled during the preseason game. I'm not worried about him fumbling too much. But yeah, I would love to see that connection continue again. Preseason week 2, they went 5 for 5 together. Got out of the game. I thought that was really good. Would love to see Josh Allen and John Brown continue to work well together. Just a lot of good weapons in Buffalo, and that's a good issue to have. You have so many weapons, and none of them are the diva type, right? None of them are going to complain too much if they feel like they're not getting the ball. As long as we keep winning, and I think we have a good chance to do that. I think I like our wide receiving corps the way it is. Again, if we had Treadwell, if we had size somehow, I think that would be a great plus. But we'll see what happens. With $93 million cap space next year, wide receiver class loaded in 2020. Just imagine the squad moving forward. Elliot, I've said this a bunch, and I'll say this a lot. This year, I don't expect to make the playoffs. I think it would be a huge plus. And from a Bills fan perspective, from a football fan perspective, I want us to go 16-0. From a realist perspective, if we finish 8-8, 9-7, don't make the playoffs, I'm not going to be hugely disappointed. But then next year, I have huge expectations for next year, maybe even making it to the championship game. I'm talking about division. I'm talking about home playoff games. That's why I want to see that kind of jump next season for our Buffalo Bills. Jet Central is the best rival team channel. I love Jet Central. We did some collab videos last year. His channel is awesome. I think he does a great job. And I know hashtag sports, they did a collab with another Jets fan who I actually hadn't heard of before that happened. So I checked out his channel as well. So some really good Jets channels out there. There are some Miami Dolphins channels out there as well. I'm subscribed to TD Finns Talk. So if you guys are looking to do what I do and just again get information about other teams in our division, can definitely do that. He has a pretty good channel, and he goes live a bunch, so definitely check him out as well. But yeah, some good ones out there. Sweep the Pats. That would be a great surprise if we swept the Pats. I don't see that happening. I see us winning one of two. He was way overdrafted in the first round, being the best receiver in your wide receiving class. Correct. Yeah, Mario or Paul, whichever one's saying that, you're absolutely correct. He was definitely overdrafted. I'm not a huge fan of drafting wide receivers in the first round. We saw what happened this year with wide receivers. Kind of waited a while for wide receivers to get drafted in the third, or I think the last pick of the first round, N'Keal Harry was the first wide receiver taken. I really liked N'Keal Harry, but he went to our division rival Pats. But we'll see how well he does going into the season. Overshadowed by Diggs and Thielen, and that's what's going to happen. I predict 11-5 and that we will make the playoffs. I'm saying that I just don't think it should be expected that we make the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. What home game am I going to, Keith? I'm going to the Philadelphia Eagles game. So look forward to doing that. And like I said, I'll let you guys know where I'll be hanging out so that way you guys can join me if we have time. I would love to do that. But if not, then obviously Sunday you can meet me at the Eagles game. We'll love to hang out with all you guys. I'll even let you guys know where I'm seated for that game. It's all good in theory, but you miss the playoffs and we risk starting over somewhat. Can't do anything anymore. Playoffs or bust, and you know I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that mindset of playoffs or bust. If you're a fan of the Bills, you know we've gone through long droughts before, and we don't want to do that again, and we don't want to start over. And you know if we don't make the playoffs, does Dable get fired? And what does that mean for Josh Allen's production? And you know and those are all valid questions. I'm not saying that those aren't something to look forward to or look into. And you know, again, I want to make the playoffs. I would love to make the playoffs. I would love to go 16-0. But again, would 9-7 be that much of a disappointment? Because we went 6-10 last year. You're talking about a 3-game improvement with this team. Again, a team that was kind of built this season. Would that be the biggest disappointment in the world? I don't know. But you know, if you're a playoff or bust type guy, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't disagree with that. Joe Nelson writes something. Let me see. It's for some reason it's asking me to hide it. I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. So, but anyhow, guys, I just wanted to get on here and again talk Buffalo Bills football on this Labor Day. Again, happy Labor Day to everybody out there who, again, if you have to work, sorry about your luck there, but I just wanted to get on here, talk some Buffalo Bills football for a little bit. Didn't plan to be on here long, so always glad to talk again. I have our ceiling at 12-4, our floor 8-8. Will be interesting to see how we do, but I do have to go get going here. I do want to wish everyone a happy Labor Day. And again, guys, football less than a week away. Again, if you're interested in Believers Talk, my schedule during the regular season is going to be Mondays during halftime of Monday Night Football. I will be going live to do a little bit of a post game myself. I know Hashtag Sports will do theirs Sunday after the game, and that's great. I'll be watching that as well. Then I'll be doing my post game Monday. Thursday during Thursday Night Football. I'll be going live at halftime for Thursday Night Football doing my pregame. Again, Hashtag Sports, check them out. They'll be doing the pregame on Saturdays, but I'll do mine on Thursdays to get you guys ready for the upcoming matchup. And then Sundays, of course, stay tuned as either myself or the guys over at Hashtag Sports will be giving you live play-by-play reaction to every single Buffalo Bills game. And that does not include Wednesdays. I'll be giving you my prediction video for the week. I'll be doing my game-by-game prediction video, and then bringing you all breaking news right here on Believers Talk. So again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, guys, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Just because I didn't read it over here, and just because I might not have answered the question, leave a comment down below, and I'll happily get back to you. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Exactly, Elliot. Thanks a lot. Everyone, drop a like. That would be great. I'll be talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.